Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome for those who are new to the channel. My name is Fransica Brackin John. Welcome to the channel, you guys. This word is so heavy and so deep. The Lord wanted someone to know the reason why you fast, right? And I've been doing this, trying to do this word for like three days now, or 2 days now. The Lord said there's a reason why you fast. You don't just fast wherever it is pertaining to weight loss. You fast when you want to be spiritually strengthened in whatever it is that the Lord that you are going to do, or if there's a matter of fear, something to strengthen your spirit, so that whatever it is that is in the spiritual realm, you can be able to either achieve it, accomplish it, or have power, or whatever it is, to be able to conquer that situation spiritually. When there's something that is not wrong, it's not a problem with the outside, but it's a problem with the inside. This is when you fast, right? And the Lord said, just like every day that He created the earth in Genesis had a purpose, He says, so fasting also have a purpose. Every day have a purpose. He said the first day there is a representation of Christ upon the cross, and He said that is when you fast for endurance through everything that you are experiencing for righteousness sake. If you have been afflicted for righteousness sake, that is when you fast to endure that thing. And He said, just like on the second day, just like how after Christ had gone through that, He needed to be healed in the tomb, He said, you also have to be healed. He said, don't think to yourself, because He said, you have to be persecuted for righteousness sake, because so they persecute the prophets of old, that you don't need healing, still spiritual healing from all that you are encountering, from all of the persecution for righteousness sake. It still hurts, you still need spiritual healing for that. He said this is what you deal up with on the second day. When I say deal up with that, this is what you read up on. You try and get scriptures on healing on that day. He said, because oftentimes some of the problems that some of you all are fasting for, I'm fasting to see breakthrough in this area, I'm fasting to see breakthrough in that area. It can be, the reason can be, is because it's a spiritual thing. It's something that these areas are having a domino effect in, right? Because you haven't been healed spiritually from some of the persecution for righteousness sake. It's affecting some areas. So the Lord is giving, whoever this word is for, He's giving you a guideline as to how to fast. These are the days and these are the topics that you are to read up, which is spiritual healing on the second day. The first one is endurance, the second one is spiritual healing, and on the third day is a day, I was reading it up, you guys, because I thought I had it correct the first time. I had to like read over this part. The third day, He said, is a day when he's speaking about vindication. He said the third day when He rise up, I believe one of the ladies that saw Him went and tell His disciples that Jesus Christ has risen, and they did not believe the young women. And when he went out and He rebuked them for that. And the Lord is saying that the third day is when He's dealing up with vindication as to what the work that Christ is doing through you, right? So it's a matter where on that day the Lord fights on your behalf for vindication, right? Vindication in these areas. So you have to read up on that. So the Lord is just giving you a little guideline. It's the fifth day. All these things have, how to say, they have a set guidelines, right? He said if the fourth day also is a day when you are going out, and this is just what the Lord gave me, right? He said because it's just 3 days, I believe He spent 3 days here and then He went up, right? He said the fourth day, however, He would like for you to go on ahead and read up on things that will give you courage, how to say, courage to be able to encounter individuals, to be able to do the work of the Lord, and to get as much as possible. Is to be able to give you the strength to be able to do the work of the Lord, to call as much souls as possible, right? And the fifth day, He said, is a day where it deals up highly. The fifth day deals up highly is the day right before completion. It deals up highly with that the same thing pertaining to doing the work of the Lord and going out there. Again, the courage to go out there. He said anything that is holding you back on that fifth day from doing the work of the Lord release it from out of your spirit, so that fifth days are releasing. The fourth days are day where you are to get the courage to, how to say, to be able, the courage to be able to go towards individual and anybody or anything on the fifth day that is holding you back from doing that work. These are the topics that he would like for you to read up on, right? I don't know if this works for everyone, but the Lord say every day have a purpose. The sixth day, it deal up with the mark of the beast. 666 is a rebellious day where Adam rebelled against Christ and all of that. So it's a day when also you deal up with rebellion, which is the man, the mark of the beast, which is dealing up with anything that is rebellious within self to the work that the Lord have called you to do, and the 7 days the day of rest. If you want to double up on it, many people do 21-day fast. This is when you strengthen everything, you double it up, right? 7 is the Lord, 777 is the Lord number, right? So he just giving you a little guideline. He say you have to pick out topics on these days, right? And pray and read up on these topics, right? He says like doing an examination, when you're doing an x-ray, you're going each and every one of these areas to see what is the problem that is causing whatever hindrance is in your life, or whatever problem that is in your life that you need release and deliverance from, right? I hope I have been some help towards you with this whole thing. And I hope I did my Abba proud with this, right? Because this one I really fight up with what he say. Your fasting is not dieting. Fasting is when one afflict them soul, their body, their physical man, to strengthen the spirit man to do something pertaining to the Lord, or to see breakthrough in some kind of areas in their life where they need to see a breakthrough in, right? So I hope you understand the message. Any kind of questions, you can put it in my comment or send me it or whatever it is, right? Stay blessed, stay strong. Remember, I love you and Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, love you. Bye, guys.